Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of EAC's 3D Printing Show. If this is your first time with us, I'm Anthony Bayerl with EAC Product Development Solutions. Right here we have Lauren Adey. She's our additive manufacturing specialist and guru in all things 3D printing. So today we're going to present a little bit of industry news, some things that we've learned over time from customers and our own experience. And our partners, and then also dive into some new product updates. So with that, let's go. All right, industry news. I wanted to talk today about 3D printing outside of traditional rapid prototyping and even traditional additive manufacturing, if you will. Most of the time when we're talking about 3D printing, you and I even talking about new products that are coming out, we're talking about, testing a bracket for a camera mount, or doing a rapid iteration of a pump housing. Typical engineering, design, prototyping. Now with the Formlabs machines that you sell, we do get into functional prototypes so they can actually be used.
Sure.
But it's still normal design things.
Yep.
And recently I found a few articles. You actually brought one to my attention too, about some cool, slightly creepy, kind of gross things that people are using 3D printers for.
Yeah.
And also just some really cool what's next.
Yep.
So the first one, I think I showed you this one, 3D printed sushi.
Yeah.
Did you look into it when
I saw the pictures and I read a little bit about it, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's a little...
It's out there.
It's creepy.
It's out there. So this company, they're Open Meals. I think it's open-meals.com. They've been at the South by Southwest Festival the last couple of years. And last year they were simply printing sushi, 8-bit sushi that kind of looked like a video game. And it was normal like protein being printed. This year they took it a step further.
Yeah.
You read about the customization?
Using biological samples.
Yeah.
Like saliva and
urine.
Urine.
Yeah. So they're taking people's chemistry and printing some food. I kind of want to do air quotes, food.
Yeah.
Specific to their body's chemistry.
Well, and how legit a food is it? Like, really, does it taste like real sushi? That's what I want to know.
What we need to do is put in the budget a flight down to Austin.
Yeah.
We need to go to South by Southwest for research purposes.
They're actually opening up a restaurant next year in Japan that they're going to serve this sushi. So maybe we could fly to Japan instead.
I didn't see any articles on that. So do they have to... Do you have to like submit things ahead of time, or can you just like buy off the shelf?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just like you walk in and you get a plate of sushi, or if you have to submit samples of your saliva and urine. I don't know.
But it's a great example of 3D printing going beyond typical design and prototyping and simple manufacturing, using the same technology, just kind of basic CNC machining and extruders to print protein. And I feel like I bring it up every video, but that's literally something from Star Trek. Like just printing food that you want and need. It's weird. If you haven't checked it out, you can look for links on everything we're talking about. We'll put them down in the doobly-doo, the area below the video here, and you can visit and learn more. It's really interesting stuff. I make fun when I say that's gross, but like it's really pretty interesting.
It's pretty cool.
All right, industry stuff, printing outside of prototyping. What do you got?
I was looking at articles about concrete 3D printing for homes, and that was pretty cool. There's a company called Icon, and they printed a concrete home under 24 hours, and they're starting to print them. Is
this like mass market now, or is because I saw that
they're going to next
developing
year.
Countries? There were like charities that were doing that.
In El Salvador.
Are people printing them in like the developed world?
I mean, it's mostly for areas where there's not a lot of secure housing.
Okay.
I think that there's about 1.2 billion people that don't have secure housing right now. So they're trying to tap into that area and make sure that people
they're still focusing on quality, durable, secure housing.
Yep.
Rather than trying to make the next interesting looking $1 million mansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, and they look really nice actually, and they're only like 650 square feet, so they're small, but that's all people need when you're...
You said it's 24 hours to print?
Yeah. Yep.
I wonder if I'm gonna have to find a video, because I wonder if they have to like have people there for 24 hours filling a cement hopper.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
But it's interesting. I mean, especially living in America, I know a lot of parts of the world. Full disclosure, I was a house framer during college, so I built a lot of houses. But a lot of parts of the world, they kind of make fun of how we build houses in America, because it's like paper and sticks, right? You go to most parts of the world, and when they think about house, they're thinking of steel, brick, masonry. So you're 3D printing a house that will likely last for a couple hundred years in 24 hours. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
In the same vein as those 3D printed houses, NASA recently awarded a contract, or is it a future contract or current contract?
I just read that they just won.
Okay, so I think contracts are actually being distributed for companies that can come up with ways to effectively build shelters on Mars or any other remote place that we go to. And there's a company that is actually 3D printing the shelters similar to the houses, but the build quality seems a lot more refined. Yeah,
the company is called AI Space Factory, I believe. And
which is a very cool company name.
Yeah. And they are using martian, like...
Aggregate?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a material that they actually would find on Mars. So they're using something that's abundant there.
Oh, so they're not only extruding stuff, their machine actually makes, from Martian dust, makes the concrete or whatever you want to call it, and then also prints it out.
And it's a lot more robust than concrete. It's extremely durable and stiff. So.
And when a pound of extra weight on a spacecraft costs millions of dollars, not having to ship materials.
Yeah.
Wow. And then I haven't looked into this story as much. You described it to me. Are they thinking of doing the same thing here on Earth, or is it just out on space?
I haven't read too much into if they're going to start doing that here, but I would assume that why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
It makes sense to.
Yeah.
Save money.
Actually, it looks like there is a picture of a rendering of one of their shelters on Earth, which honestly, that's a... I
mean, I would live in that. That's pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool looking building. Like, it's no Tudor mansion, but it's definitely unique.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's exciting. Seeing 3D printing kind of branch out into bigger scales.
Beyond prototyping.
Beyond prototyping. And beyond like build volumes. I know there's an arms race amongst 3D printers to get an extra inch, an extra half inch. That's like 10 by 10 by 20 feet. So
where's a spec sheet for that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I want to know your laser spot for the house. Okay, moving on to lessons learned. I want to hear about your trip. You actually went out to Formlabs HQ.
I did.
Recently.
Early May, I went to Boston.
What'd you see? What'd you do? What'd you learn?
It was really cool. I got to see pictures of a lot before that, but this is my first time actually being in office, and my favorite part was getting to see the new printers, the Form 3 and the Form 3L.
Oh, they had them in action out there?
They did.
That's awesome.
And getting to hold the parts that were printed on the Form 3L, they're huge.
Yeah, we actually have one up here.
Yeah. And then there was another piece that was, the Rook chest piece that we always print with the Form 2s that are smaller. Yep. There was a huge, life-size one. It was pretty cool. So that was my favorite part. And then the printer wall was really cool too. getting to see a bunch of the I think they were Form 1s.
They were ones.
On the wall. That was really cool to see. So
that's awesome.
A lot of buzz around the new products and the new printers, and it was just really exciting.
And we generate our own, like the things that you got to see and get in hand are the things that if you follow us on Twitter at EAC PDS or on Facebook or LinkedIn, pretty much EAC PDS across the board, you'll see as many updates as we can kind of throw out there for the new printers. Mm-hmm. But, okay, was anything surprising when you were out there? Any of the products or materials that you got to see in person?
No, nothing really surprising. It was just really cool to see their office. They even had an R2-D2, like life-size one.
Really?
Next to their front desk. It was pretty cool.
Like a 3D printed sample, or they built a little droid?
They just built one, I think.
All right, long live the nerds.
Star Wars nerd.
Long live the nerds. Awesome. Is there any kind of update on the previous two videos where you're talking about the 3 and 3L? Anything that you want to kind of call out?
Still the same shipping timeline. Mid to end June is when they're going to start the early queue, and then more like July for the rest of everybody else. So
okay.
Still get your name in the queue if you're looking to purchase a Form 3 or Form 3L, and you can get your discount until the end of June. So
let's call it the discount in case people didn't see the previous videos.
Yeah.
The Form 2 is discounted to...
So if you have a Form 2, you can get a $500 loyalty discount to upgrade to the Form 3 or Form 3L.
And you get to keep both printers.
You get to keep both printers.
No, but the Form 2, just straight across the board, the price was lowered. What was it lowered to?
It was, yep. $2,850 is the new price.
Okay, and those we mentioned in previous videos, but that is a first come, first serve. Once the Form 2 inventory is gone, they're gone. So if you already have one or you've been wanting one, and you may want to like extend a fleet or start a fleet, now's the time to save some money. The loyalty, $500 off, does that end at the end of
June
May?
30th.
June 30th, okay.
They extended it. It was June 1st, now June 30th.
June 30th, 2019, if you want to take advantage of the $500 discount, if you already own a Form 2 and you want to get a break on your Form 3.
Yeah.
Following the Form 3 flow into product updates, one of the things that was announced when they announced the Form 3 and Form 3L was a new resin.
It was, yeah.
Tell us a little more about it.
The Draft Resin. It's been getting a lot of excitement. Yeah, there's a piece right here. So it prints at 300 micron. So it's similar to a part that you'd get from an FDM printer. Just you're going to see the layer lines because it's printed at the 300 micron. But like this piece here was printed in 45 minutes. So it's meant for speed.
Yeah.
So if you're an engineer that, is doing a lot of design iterations, come in early in the morning, start a print, you have something within an hour or two, and then make your changes and print again. Yeah,
a lot of people, when they have a reliable 3D printer, they'll run a print overnight, come in the morning and take care of it, which is still much faster than the old-fashioned ways of making things.
Yeah.
But it's still, a day lag.
Yep.
You can get through, you could assemble up 3 or 4 of these on a platform.
Yeah.
And print a few different options in the morning and then do a final run.
Yep. Yeah, pick your real resin that you want to print with before you leave for the day, and then you can print overnight with, your final draft,
What's the price point for a liter of draft? Is it?
It's the standard price of $149 per liter.
Okay, so just like your gray, resin. Clear, black, white.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So they put it at a price point and figured out a material that makes it easy for people to get into.
Yes.
It's awesome. Can people request samples?
Sure.
From you yet?
Yep,
okay.
I've got some samples ready to go. So
if you want to see a piece like this in hand, just reach out to Lauren and she can get you a sample part. All right. So then without any further ado, until the next time, we'll see you. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and if you want to, click the notification bell. It really helps out. Look into all the stuff we're talking about. This is an amazing time in the world, especially with 3D printing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks again. See you next time.